Yeah, so we'll move on to the mobile panel, and just like the other tracks, we open with a keynote, and we've got a gentleman fly down from Bangalore, especially for Tech Smash Up. Indus Khaitan, who's a co-founder of Bizza Mobile, an enterprise mobility startup aiming to bring mobility beyond email. And previously, he's been associated with the Morpheus, which is an accelerator. We had Samir Guglani co-host the previous edition of Smash Up, so I'm sure most of you are aware of Morpheus, and Indus, incidentally, was the one who raced the first round for Morpheus. And so he's got a diverse experience in helping startups, building startups, and of course in the mobile space. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me invite Indus Khaitan with a big round of applause. Do you want to take the podium or the mic? Yeah.
Can you hear me? Hear me good? So I wanted to show you a latest app which I developed. So I just had the big lunch, and every time I do, it counts that in how many minutes I'm going to go to bed. So I had a big lunch. It says 5 minutes. So hope you guys had good lunch today. How many of you had lunch today? All of us. How many of you have downloaded an app today? Yesterday? Last month? Last year? Last 2 years? That is as good as the number of people who had lunch today. So the point is that I fundamentally believe, and a lot of people like me believe, that internet or the web. I was hearing the previous panel, and वो लोग बोल रहे थे कि web ये होता है, internet website ये होती है, and I was sitting there, मैं क्या बकवास की बात कर रहे हैं? Web तो already dead है. In my opinion, internet or web as a site, it's already past. It's 2000. As an entrepreneur, you no longer are building web properties. You are building a channel which is the internet, which is the web. As an entrepreneur looking forward, you are building stuff for mobile. You are building applications for mobile. And when I say applications for mobile, I do not mean the apps you could download for free or download for 99 cents or hundreds of those. There are probably a million apps combined on Google Android platform and App Store. Half of them are not being used or downloaded. You know why? Half of the apps are not being used or downloaded. There is no rating on them. Nobody has even downloaded once except for the developer who put it there. Because they are useless. Let's be honest. They are useless. They are clones of successful photo, video, social, local, mobile we have seen in the past 2-3 years. So the point is that, yes, mobility is huge. Mobility is big. But what are you building on mobile? Does it have an impact? Does it change the lives of the customers or the users who are going to use mobile? Is it yet another photo Instagram clone, or is it something big? So in my point of view, that in mobile, there are two forks on the road. One is consumer mobile, which is your popular photo, video, social, local mobile. And the second one, which is catching up, which is 2.5 or 3 years phase shift, is the enterprise mobile, which is very similar to the story which we have seen in the past with mainframe computing, with PC desktop computing, with internet. So, you know, internet, when it started with the project, when it went mainstream, it was a hangout place for hippies. 4 web page बना दिया, favorite sites link कर दी, and I have a web page. But then the story just turned. Consumer, Amazon and everybody else, the successful companies came out, and then you saw the enterprise coming out, big business applications being webified or being developed on the web. If you look at the phenomena which is called cloud computing, it is B2B, it's enterprise. That's where money is being made. That's where the transactions are there. It is as big as the normal B2C consumer web which you see every day. But as an entrepreneur, we kind of fear, let's not go to the territory because selling into the B2B, selling into the enterprise is not easy. Let's put up a website, let's put Google scriptlets and monetize using advertising. So in my belief, the same story is going to be played in the enterprise. So let me just talk a little bit about what I do as an entrepreneur. So I have a company called Bitzer Mobile. We do secure remote access software for Android, iPhone, and iPad. When I say secure remote access, the first thing probably comes to your mind is VPN. Anybody heard of VPN? VPN technology, very popular. So you're an employee of a large company. You're sitting at home, you want to connect back to your enterprise. You dial the VPN and you're connected over public networks in a private way. So your data, which is inside your company, is on your laptop but protected. Nobody else can steal it. So we have developed something similar as a competing technology for the mobile device because we found that VPN as a product was designed for persistent connected networks, and I can go down to the technology detail, but we found that it is not suited for the mobile device. Why we did that? Because in my mind I thought, okay, the story what was happening in the PC desktop world, in the internet world is going to repeat on the mobile. Of course, there's a time. So to quote a stat, very popular, iPad, probably 20 months old, 2 years old, iPad, 2 years, I don't exactly remember, but almost 2 years old, right? The number of iPad units shipped is as big as the total population of, say, Andhra Pradesh, so roughly 85 million units shipped. Why that is important? Because it is fundamentally changing how do we consume data. It is fundamentally changing how do we consume content. It is fundamentally changing a doctor's office who used to have a paper trail of patient records to follow. Now he has an app on iPad to carry around when the patient is lying down on the table and take readings and note it there, it's done. So it is changing the way we interact with technology. It is changing the way we interact with each other. So in this case, a patient and a doctor. I'll give you another example. So a very popular airline in the US called Alaska Airlines. I don't know if anybody knows by the name, Alaska. So in 2011, what they did, they replaced 11 kilograms of pilot manuals in 17 of their aircrafts with iPad. An iPad weighs 700 grams or 800 grams or a kilo or roughly around that. Now, of course, it is a simple digitization of the, reams of aircraft manual into an iPad. But you know what has happened after that? Not just the static data, but the flight plan. So it's a sea change. The flight plan is normally a roster, in India it is DGCA, which releases the flight plan as a, 3 sheets of paper on a, examination board and goes to the pilot. He knows how to fly, where to fly. Now the flight plans are automatically fed by a secure Wi-Fi network when the plane is ready to take off. So that is the change which is happening now. We are moving into a world which is, of course, connected thanks to internet, but paperless. I'll give you one more example. So again, I don't know if it's happening in India, in US. So there are companies which are building apps for agriculture. So use cases, you have planted corn, you do not know when is the right time to harvest. So you take a picture, there's an app which automatically recognizes by the color and by the tone of that particular plant that, hey, this is ready to harvest. Now, which is sea change from the daily B2C app which you see today, which is download a game for 99 cents, wow. Photo, video, whatever. So again, the reason I'm hammering it, because there is a world beyond the normal apps which you see. There's a world which is actually coming, repeating the successes of the internet on the mobile. So as an entrepreneur, think about building those applications which add value to the lives of the customer. So with that, that's the message I have. I'm not going to talk more about the obvious, some of the points which we know about mobile. I can field quick 2 minutes of questions, and then we're going to start our panel.
One question.
Go ahead.
You're talking about apps, but today if you see the app category, apps which are doing well are from social media or entertainment. So the other category which you said enterprise app. So how do you see that category growing, and does it make a good business sense to enter into that category and make apps related to enterprises or this kind of apps which you have told?
So I think within that category, there are two pieces here. One is making apps for larger companies for their internal consumption, right? So let's say Pepsi. Now Pepsi needs a supply chain app to manage the inventory and, ingredients coming in and, trucks going out. That's one. Second is the agriculture example or the doctor example which I gave. It's classical small and medium business retrofitted on an iPad or a mobile device. So those have a very large potential. To give you some examples, there's a company called ZocDoc. There's a company called, which has a dial-a-doc. So it's like you need a doctor. Instead of going to the hospital, you basically press a button on iPad and you're connected video conferencing, via video conference to a doctor who's available. Of course, there's monetization involved. And he's going to do analysis of your preliminary ailments, as in, temperature is okay, what's the, pulse and others and whatever you could measure. And then if required, he'll send you to the hospital nearest. So those are fundamentally changing the way we interact with technology and with people.
Just one question. So in India, which are the companies who are doing well in this kind of app category?
So I do not know a lot about, there are apps in India. There is a company which I'm an investor in, the company by the name Practo. So they do online, for clinics, they do online patient record and clinic management. So now they have moved on Android and iPad devices. So it gives the same paperless experience to the doctors. I don't know the name, but again, I know that in Hyderabad, there's a company which is doing something in agriculture. So they have built a dongle which connects to an iPad, and then they do soil temperature and humidity and pressure, in the water in the field. So it's a very nascent, again, to add to that, it sounds very quirky and old school, but believe me, there is a lot of money to be made there. A lot of innovation which has to happen there beyond the normal apps which you see on a daily basis.
Indus, I'm just going to take a break. We need to do the panel, obviously, but I'm going to give this one seat away to a gentleman who's taken your 5-minute warning very seriously, dozing off to sleep.
I should pay by your small payment device through your phone. But again, the logistics plus regulations very unclear in India in terms of payment. So I do not know how EasyTap is doing, but you cannot store card data locally on the phone today. That's what RBI regulation says.
Check. Last question before our panel starts, please.
Right. So I think that world will change. So if you remember, if you rewind, go back to 1996, right? We had websites for everything. And then the portal business came into play. That you go to a portal, you get everything done. Stocks bhi dekh liya, girlfriend bhi khoj liya, movie bhi check kar liya, email bhi kar liya, right? So I think something will happen. It has not been innovated yet, but something may come out of that sort.
Can we take Q&As after the, because we...
Let's do a Q&A after this. Let's do the panel. I have two amazing people as my co-panelists. Let's see what value they add.